Hey guys, TGIF, and I'm back for my second interview with singer, songwriter, and wordsmith Rosie Bonds. We've definitely got our camera and everything else together now. So I will be inviting Rosie to the camera and we will be starting the interview. So hopefully everybody will keep their comments to a minimum. But you can ask all the questions you want. Well, keep the comments to the minimum so that the guest isn't distracted when asking questions. But definitely ask all the questions you want in the questions box below on the right hand corner. Hey, hello, how's everyone? Hey, I think I sent you the yeah, I think I already sent you the camera request. I know I'm hitting the request button. Hey,
Hey, how you doing?
hi. Good, good. How are you?
I'm fine. I was driving from the airport, barely had
Oh, okay.
battery, so I was like, let me just get off before I don't even have battery to talk.
Oh, okay, okay. Well, thank you for that. And I know you're definitely super busy. So I also wanted to thank you for being very reachable, for me being able
Yes,
to reach out to you to do
absolutely.
this.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. Thanks for having me.
Yes. Let me pin your name to the bottom. And so tell me where are you from?
Philadelphia, Germantown.
Awesome. So you're from Germantown.
Hmm.
And I've seen that when I was looking at your page and listening to your music, I've seen that you had a recent move to Atlanta. Could you tell me a little
Yes,
bit about that?
I did recently move to Atlanta. I'm very excited, optimistic, and I am going to accomplish a lot here.
Wow.
It's like a open lane for everybody. Everybody could fit. Everybody could get on the highway. Just stay. Just watch when you're switching lanes. But it's room for everybody here.
Wow.
My
Wow. That's definitely
take.
awesome. Have you ever
Yes,
been to Atlanta before?
absolutely. I was coming
Okay.
maybe like every 3 months for the last year. I was coming
Hmm.
to work with different stuff. I had some connects that was linking me in different sessions that I wouldn't have been able to just walk in. It was just the timing was right, my spirit was right. They felt like I deserved to be in these sessions, and so they was putting me in places that is hard to get in for me to have opportunity.
Awesome. Awesome. So, I know. Well, I normally ask people how they come up with their name, but your name, but your name is your natural name, and you also have a family member that is a popular blues artist.
Right. So my name is not my natural name.
Oh, okay.
My natural name is Rosalind Leggett. So in
Oh, okay.
2008, when my grandma passed, I named myself Rosie
Oh,
Background
I'm
so that
sorry.
I could dedicate my career to her,
Oh,
like
okay.
just to honor her. So yeah,
Wow,
but my name's
wow,
Rosalind.
wow. So I'm sorry to hear that, but
Yeah.
wow,
So
that's
my old
beautiful.
stage name was just Roz, and that was not
Mhm.
as spicy as Rosie Bonds.
Yeah, I where can people actually find you at? Where can they find like your just like your YouTube and like your
Yeah. So
social media
on
platform?
YouTube, I'm waiting for my artist page. I don't know what's going on with that, but I have a YouTube, but it's ROZ215. So I have all of
Hmm.
my new stuff on my old name page, but it's my only YouTube right now because I applied for an artist page and I don't know how long that takes. So the other thing is so I got the YouTube, I got Instagram, I got Facebook, I got Twitter. All of that is Rosie Bonds. I have a website that'll be live tomorrow. And that's rosiebonds.com.
Awesome. So you have a website and you're available on like Facebook, Instagram, and you said Twitter?
Yes, Twitter. I'm barely on there. I just got a
Okay.
TikTok because all of my friends and fans on here was like, Rosie, you need a TikTok. Like, seriously, because you belong on TikTok. You could go viral on TikTok. I'm like, let me get a TikTok then. So I only got a few posts on there, but a friend the other day, his name, Louis Sky, they call him Sick Pen. We was on the phone. He said, Rosie, you got TikTok? I said, yeah. He said, you got to put more energy into TikTok because he was like, you go viral fast on TikTok. I'm like, okay. So I'm a student in life. If it makes sense and it's logic, I'm going to take heed. But you can't just feed me anything. So I went right on TikTok and put up a new video. And when I put up the new video singing, somebody commented FYP. And I'm like, what the hell is that?
Yeah.
So I go Google it. And they said FYP is one of the biggest comments you could get on there because it makes your page do something. It's called they're saying you belong on the For You page, which means like that's how you could go viral on there if enough people say FYP or something. So as soon as he said it, I did it. As soon as I did it, somebody put FYP. I was like, oh, wow. I tried to research what it means. You got to get this lingo down packed with these sites.
Yeah, it does. They all have like functions and stuff with them. So what's your name
Yes.
on TikTok?
The official Rosie Bonds.
Awesome, and I like that. I like that name because it's like it's easy and fast to remember.
Yeah, and I
Like
don't feel like I'm the one that said the official. Do they suggest? Maybe they suggested that. Okay. This is my nephew
I
talking
know
about.
like on Instagram. Oh,
My
hi.
nephew is confirming. That's Kingston.
Hey.
Yeah, and my brother with my refrigerator open.
Hey.
That's P&B Chiz. He's a celebrity.
Yeah.
I seen your brother PNB Shiz with PNB Rock.
Yes, they were. They
Yeah.
came out as a duo, and so now
That's
they're
what I
working
was
on
saying.
they're working on a new album. So we just humbly over here boiling, waiting for the top of the pot to pop off.
Awesome. So I also looked at something. I was looking at a unique a unique item of merch that you had, and it's called Stellar Lyrics.
Yes,
And this is
Color
what I was
Lyrics
looking at it.
notebook.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
And I
am
said this,
so
I was telling my
proud of
mom, this is
her.
good.
She is my third business. So first is my writing and publishing. That's first. Second was my crown, which is we could get on that later, but I want to stay focused. And third was Stellar Lyrics. Stellar Lyrics was just 2018, I think. And my friend Michelle, she edited my idea. We was working on another book about Black girls' hair. And I was sitting in silence one day and something hit me and said, you got to work on put that book to the side and do this. It was like really just spirit. And so I started writing out an idea, and I'm like, every time I write a song, my notebook looks the same. It's my own formula. So if this is my formula, I could sell that, you know?
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
I really just wrote out all of how my notebook looked with synonyms and antonyms. And I'll put, so if I say the song gonna be about race cars, then I use all of my senses, see, touch, hear, smell, feel, to describe a race car. And I read in another book a long time ago, even if you go off topic, so if we talk about race car, to use our senses, we might say NASCAR, then we might say one-piece suit, then you might say wrestler, then you might say Zumo, then you might say, what's those wrestlers called? Sumo. Then you might
Sumo,
say
yeah.
Japan. Then I would say my godson. So you don't have to stay off topic, because the further you go off topic, the more stuff you got to make a punchline out of. So you start at one place, you go all the way out to space, and then you on your page, you got all these things to make a punchline back to NASCAR or whatever I started with.
Yeah,
So,
you certainly, yeah.
yeah. So I started making my formula like, yo, this is crazy, because if you put all that stuff on the side, it's almost like the homework assignments I used to love, where the teachers send home a page with all these paragraphs, but all these blanks, and then all these words on the side. And every time I used to bring mine in, she used to be like, how did you use those words like that? And I'm like, because I've been a writer. So I like
Yeah.
the fact of putting your punchlines on the side already. If you think of some driving, put them on the side, and then you can just start filling in your song with stuff. So that's how I like to do it. I like to write about real life. I like to incorporate real things about people. So if I'm writing for people, I like to hang around them for a day or two, because I'll pick up everything I need for the rest of the time. If I hang around them for a day or two, the rest could be imagination, but at least I got them locked in. So that's
Wow.
what Stellar Lyrics is. Stellar Lyrics is that.
And I think that that's one of the biggest things that I sometimes when I think about music that we that's why I was like interested and looked at the book and I said, oh, this is a piece of merchandise that I feel like someone or someone that was an artist could use. And like what you were
Yes.
talking about with like what you were talking about with NASCAR, I'm like, this is a method that a lot of rappers can use.
Yeah,
With
right.
the punchlines, I say,
Yes.
wow, this is so I really like I'm glad that you have like such a unique piece of merchandise and it focused on formula of music.
Yes.
That's how
Yes.
people are writing so many songs at one time. It needs a formula,
Exactly.
right?
Yes. And I was so grateful for downloading that idea. I'm like, oh, that is perfect. And that's why I be so big on with anybody, even my company, whoever. I be like, listen, you could bring your headphones, but you can't have a bunch of stuff playing head stories and Facebook and Instagram. Like, even when I'm listening to mine, I have my headphones on or it's on mute
Hmm.
when I'm watching stories, because I do like to treat people with the same respect I'm asking for. So I just don't like to hear a lot of different people's stories. If I got 4 people over as guests and everybody playing their stories, whoa, what news channel, beat up channel, rap channel is we listening to? That's too much. And I like, and I'm a heavy empath, so I like be like drained
Oh,
from it.
yeah, yeah,
Headphones, we popping.
yeah.
Let me show you my sign on the wall. It say rock on as long as you wear these, and that's the headphones.
You said right.
Yes.
You're a singer songwriter and a wordsmith, and you've actually you wrote for some famous people. Am I if I'm correct,
Yes.
right? Okay.
Yes, I have written for some famous people, even some that I can't even name yet because stuff is not like completely confirmed. But I have
Hmm.
written for some famous people. I ran into Little Mo a couple years ago now, and we had like a nice little bind. And I've written for her, and she's introduced me to other celebrities, and I got to write for them. And a lot of people, oh my gosh, a lot of Philly people, a lot of I don't need. I see. I be needing my bio in front of me because I get
Yeah.
lost in the phone calls. Really.
I did. I looked at I seen a little bit of when you like sang for Little Mo. It was on YouTube and I
Yes.
also looked at you do a lot of plays and these videos are from a length of years ago. So
Yes.
I
Oh
see how
yeah.
long you've been I've seen how
Yes.
long
Yeah. It's
you've
years
invested
on
in
top of years on top of years.
it.
Yeah.
When did you start? I just was curious.
Singing,
How did
I
you start?
started at about 11 or 12. That's when I
Wow.
really knew I could sing. Maybe 10, but 10, 11, 12, something like that. That's when I really knew I could sing. And I took it serious at like 17, high school. But writing, I started writing in 2006. And I always tell the same story because my mentor, Mr. Holly, who my friend Tamel introduced me to years ago, he used to always see me at events and he'll be like, "You not writing your own stuff yet?" And I'm like, "No, I'm gonna sing this Indie Irie song, sir. Now please leave me alone." And like, but you have great conversation and you're witty and you use nice words and you have your stories catch people's attention. He was like, "I know you're a writer waiting to happen." And every time he seen me, maybe no lie, maybe 11 events straight, he would say, "You still ain't write nothing." I'm like, "Oh." And then I got hired to sing in Africa in Morocco. And I sat down because
Oh wow.
I was there for 3 months in Morocco. And I sat down and I was like, let me just try. And I wrote a song called Watch Out for the Big Girls.
I like it. No, I like it.
Yeah, and then that was it. That was Murder She Wrote.
So I love like a lot of music history, and I also love to like look at. I noticed that I'm loving to like look at the journey of a lot of independent artists and artists on their way to where they're going or where they're at now, their journey. I was looking at a on your YouTube, and I was looking at a song that you did with PNP Shish, your brother. What
Uh-huh.
is the title of that song?
Is it One Day?
I think so. It's talking about a lot of racial injustice and a
Oh,
lot of
that's
stuff that was happening.
Peace and Love. That's
Okay.
the last, yeah. Hmm.
Yeah. I was watching that and I was like, oh, this camera looks. I was like, oh, this video is good,
Yes, it
and
was shot
the
by
looks really good.
Scene Visuals. It's his company. He's a videographer.
Oh, so your brother's a videographer too?
No, his friend.
Oh,
His
oh, his
friend shot
friend.
the
Oh, okay,
video
I was gonna
for
say whoever shot this video. I'm like, I'll just be like sitting back and be looking at like just soaking up like all the stuff about like how the person's video was made, their concept,
Yes,
um, how well they adapted with everything like that. Just like I don't know, like I'm an empath too, and then like
yes.
and a critic, and really
Yeah,
he's
got you.
really critic.
No, that's good.
Do you have any upcoming performances?
Not performances, but my single release party is this upcoming Sunday. You in
Wow,
Philly?
congrats. Huh?
You in Philly?
Yes, I'm
Oh,
currently in
man,
Philly. Yeah,
it's in Atlanta. Okay.
I would have loved to.
I know. It's this Sunday here in Atlanta,
Mm.
and it's going to be at my friend's family's restaurant called Milk and Honey, 2440
Ooh.
Wesley Chapel Road, and it's just going to be fun, 7 to 10 p.m. And we're going to try to stud that thing out with a few celebrities, and just have a ball and play the video over and over. Have discussions. I have two um licensed therapists that are going to take questions from women because the song is called "Being in Love Alone." So a lot of women
Mm.
have experienced that while they were in a relationship, feeling alone. So the therapist will take some questions from women that might be like suffering from trauma or just still dealing with stuff like that. So yeah, we're going to do some things, some meaningful things.
God, what an awesome concept, especially now with what's happening and everything when happening. We do need some therapists in the house.
Yeah,
But
sure,
I think that's wonderful.
for sure.
That's really
Yes. So
wonderful.
I'm excited about that.
Yes. So, and where can people buy your merch at? Is that on your website?
Yes, the merch is on my website. Also on Instagram. People normally get it from there, but it's on my website. It's all going to my website now. Yes.
Okay. And what's the name of your website again?
Rosiebonds.com. ROSIEBONDS.com.
Call it rosiebonds.com. Great. So, does any artists come to mind that you would like to work with?
Yes. There is Kanye West.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Now I
there
can
is
see that.
there is Jay-Z. There's Nas. There's Tupac. Don't get me started because
You said
Missy Elliott. I love Jasmine
Ooh.
Sullivan. I always liked her music. Um,
Mm.
else. It is somebody else. Oh, DeVito. I like DeVito. I could write for him.
Mm.
Um,
Mm.
I'm trying to think of who I listen. Oh, T.Y. Savage. Mm. I like that Afrobeat. Um, yeah, it's just so many. It's just
Yeah.
yeah, it's hard. It's hard to
It not, yeah.
it's hard.
And I could see you making music with all of them.
Yeah.
So
And
those are
so
some really, really good picks.
yes. Mhm. So I'll just keep working, and whoever I'm supposed to work with, we're going to navigate towards each other anyway, like magnets.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. So how long have you been down in Atlanta now?
it's now been about 3 weeks almost. Yep,
Wow.
almost 3 weeks. So it's been good. It's been nice. I've been working. I've had some days off. I go outside at the lake. Let me show you the lake.
Oh, wow.
because that's what sold me on this place. I was looking at all these apartments, and then the lady sent me one with a lake. I didn't even know if it had a roof, but I knew it had a lake. And so here's right outside the front door.
Oh wow.
Yeah, the back
That's
door.
some
I'm
good
sorry.
space, some good writing space, right?
Oh,
Good place to be
honey,
getting
this
the
is
writing
where
space.
it's happening at. And right above, that's my
Yeah.
patio. So I sit up there and write too. And yeah, I feed the birds, hoping they'll sing to me. They
Yeah.
haven't sang to me yet, but they ate all their food. But okay. And so
Well,
yeah,
that's beautiful.
yep, that's how I
Wow,
picked
wow.
which place I wanted to stay at. Because the lake, and then I could write. Because at home in Philly, I would go to Kelly Drive, or it's a park on Walnut Lane. I used to go to right. Damn. Um, so I would leave the house to drive to water to go write. So now I could literally just come out back. So I'm super grateful for that.
Awesome, awesome.
Yeah.
So also, I wanted to ask, what is some of the best advice you would give to a artist trying to start their career or is in the middle of their career? Some of the best advice you could give an artist, a musician,
Uh,
artist.
that would sound very cliche, but
Mm-hmm.
the best advice I could give is to like don't stop, but
Mm.
do not stop. But if you in it for money, stop now. If you in it only for money, I'm telling you, you're gonna burn yourself out. The return check don't never look like what you expect. What
Mm.
never ever ever, because we get paid pennies on the dollar for stuff we do, unless you get some like a publishing deal or a big commercial or something something. But the regular independent struggling every day to put the music out, because we really doing it for y'all, not so much as for ourselves, because the the instant, we don't get instant reward besides pleasing you with good music. We don't get
Mm-hmm.
financial instant rewards. Those rewards add up very slow and very far and in between, and until you are at a certain place at a certain space. Because even big names, they check might be, you know,
Yeah.
a little bit every 3 months. It's really about
Mm-hmm.
what are you bubbling at the time. Have you went viral from something, and even if you go viral, that even dwindles.
Yes.
So when something first come out, you get nice check, nice check, nice check. Then it dwindle, kind of nice check, not nice check, empty check, and that's
Yes.
how the music is. So if you doing it, you got to be doing it for the love. I'm doing it. I'm just in it, always dug into it. It's no option for me. So that's why I sacrificed a lot. I lost a lot of jobs. I just I'm like, okay, I
Mm.
was just here to get to the next stage. So yeah, if I was talking to another independent artist that's just like starting or been working, just make sure you know what your why is, and make sure it's not just for the money. You will need another job or another hustle or to sell houses or something on the side, so you could do it
Mm.
comfortably. Because you
Mm-hmm.
don't you don't want to be like starving, trying to record, trying to do this. You don't want to have to sleep around the record. You don't want to have to do that kind of stuff. So it is like keep a job. Now, for people that's a little promiscuous anyway, I mean, if you want to be promiscuous anyway, it might as well be in the field. I'm okay. Take that back. Take that back. Take that back. but but it's real. It's real, and it's not instant gratification financially.
Well, like a lot of I'm enjoying this interview also too because a lot of things that's happening in the music industry and stuff like that, we gotta like you have to be real about it, and that is true. It's hard to make music your only stream of income because it's like you constantly invest in yourself. You got to pay for
Yes.
this, and you got to pay. You're like a walking,
Yes.
traveling salesman and promoter
Absolutely.
and
Everything.
everything.
Everything. Somebody held me accountable to making my own website. She was like, make your own. You're waiting for this. You're waiting for that. You're going to have to pay for the site. You're going to have to pay the person. She was like, you have time as an artist to make your own. So I've been sitting down um, every day, doing little by little, because if I would have took on a chunk, I
Yes.
would have gave up. I would have folded. So I've been sitting down every day. I'm like, today, I'm gonna just do my bio and upload 3 videos. That way, that task is not overwhelming. It's not draining.
Yes.
It's not just shutting my brain down. And doing it little by little like that, I've been getting it done. So that's why it'll be live by like tomorrow. The song come out Monday. It'll be live by the time the song come out.
Awesome. So I'm sorry, what will be live? Say that again.
The website.
Oh, the website will be live.
Yeah.
Okay, because I was looking at so you did your own bio, and that's great. And actually, I want to tell everybody, doing your own bio and stuff like that, it takes time, and it
Oh
takes
my
time, and it takes
God.
work. It has so much in it.
People
So I
think
really
because it's you that it's easy, it makes it harder. Because
look.
it's you, it makes it harder to write your bio. I'll
Mhm.
just say that. And that's not even an excuse. It's just like you got to be tasteful, modest, not this, not that, but name everything. But I be forgetting stuff. So it's not easy to just do your own bio, even as a writer.
It
Some
isn't,
people
you
have
know.
helped me with mine here and there, and I just keep,
Mhm.
like shaping it so that it's perfect.
Mhm.
But people have helped me because now on my website I did my own brief because it's a brief bio. So I was just
Mhm.
in my bag
That
and I
was really good. The one you had before. That's a
yeah,
really really good and detailed
yeah,
bio
I
too.
do have that. Yeah, so that's what it's about.
Yeah, that was a really good bio. And I noticed, like, when you're writing all these things about when you have to write your own bio and you have to book your own shows and stuff like that, it is tiresome in the beginning, but then when you know how to do it, it's like
Oh yeah, that's nice.
you have like a gold star,
It's
because
nice.
like you're a self-starter, right? And you know how to do everything, and that's one of the
Yes.
things that I encourage for a lot of musicians or artists to do. If you are a self-starter, you'll need help. Yes, of course we all need help, but you will need a lot less help.
And what do they call it? Like bootstrap, right? The
Yeah,
bootstrap.
yeah.
Yeah. That
Yeah.
is that is
So,
the best part because now if I need to, I know how to edit my website without something biting me. Shit, excuse me. I can edit my website without having to pay somebody. So that feels good. That feels
yeah,
good.
yeah. Wow, isn't that something? So, I hope in some way, shape, or form that I'll work with you in the future, or behind the
Yes.
scenes,
Now, what else
whatever.
do you do, honey?
Sure, sure. That was going to be one of my questions.
Okay.
But I'll answer that question now. I normally ask the guests, do they have a question for me? So I graduated from 2018 from Community College of Philadelphia,
Okay.
um for a music vocal performance, and I actually a friend of yours, Jade Lassiter,
Okay.
was my was my classmate.
Nice.
And
I
this is
love
one
it.
of the things I love about the music industry.
Yes.
So after that, I get accepted in 3 music colleges: Westchester, U of A, and Temple. I decided to go to Temple. I stayed there
Okay.
for 2.5 semesters, and then I went on to pursue my career. I was asked to be on a record label, but then
Okay.
after working on music for like about 9 to 10 months, the record label told me they didn't want me anymore. So then I had to deal with that, and then a lot of family issues and stuff like that. Family members passed away and stuff in recent years, in 2020 and 2021. And I was just like tired, and everybody was tired, and people were depressed and all that. And I said, I want to expose artists that are here that we can relate to, that I don't see on news every day, that I don't see people talking about. They're talented, they're interesting, they're funny, they're relatable,
Uh-huh.
influencers, musicians, and all that. So
Yes.
I said, I want to talk to people and open up my social media to that. So that's how I came to that, and I was like, wow, and I'm just like, I love it.
Yeah, I like it. Yes. And the interview is nice and gentle and kind and it flows. So good job. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank
Definitely
you.
keep doing it and you'll just keep building.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, we got to, get on the phone and see how we could work together because I mean, my team is very, very small. I have myself, my brother might help me with promoting and stuff. But my team is very, very small. It's people that want to see me win, but that they can't necessarily focus on my career. So
Right,
I'm
right.
always open to talk, just like about how I could partner with people for sure.
I learned a lot, and I from doing actually a lot of these interviews, I actually learned a lot from other artists, and I'm like, wow, like I get to see some of them, and plus I love music documentaries and music history and stuff, and I'm like, I get to
Yeah,
see a part of them and relate to them, and now I might go to a show and I just be like, I feel like I know them, and we connected on something and stuff like that. But
yeah.
I did want to talk about where did you record your song Chess? I really like that song. It's a really good song.
Chess. Did I? Wait a minute. I'm trying to see if I recorded that with Dunny. I recorded that with Heavy Music. His
Okay.
name, yeah, his name is Dunny,
Hmm.
and I record with him most of the time. That's my
Okay.
buddy. Even when I don't have it, didn't have it, he'd be like, "Come on through, record, whatever." So that's my buddy. He's a great engineer. His company is called Heavy Music, and he's an amazing engineer. He's really good at what he does.
Wow, wow, awesome. So,
Yep.
Brian, so I wanted to ask, due to like COVID-19 and what it did to the world, the pandemic, and what to live music and events, where do you see the near future of music, of live music performances?
Oh, I see it going like really Elon Muskish, like real next level. I don't even
Hmm.
know. I think what's coming, it wasn't even invented yet, really. I think
Hmm.
it's going to be the next level of something we already have. But I feel like
Hmm.
something is going to happen, like a shift where something different is going to happen. I don't know if it's going to be a
Hmm.
robot knocking on your door to deliver a single you downloaded or what. But
Uh-huh.
I feel like it's going to be next level because we just like way ahead of ourselves. Seriously,
Yeah.
especially
Yeah.
when they like the robots or whatever, these smart bots or whatever that's happening, when they're like, soon we're not going to be able to tell them what to do because they're so far ahead. And that kind of
Yeah.
stuff is scary. It's like we too far ahead if we programming stuff so well that we can't get control. Like what is happening? So I just think the music's going to be next level. I think we're going to be able to get more money from it. We'll find more and more ways to keep
Yeah.
more of the money that should belong to us. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain it, but I think where music is going is not invented yet. I think it's coming.
Right, right. So that's actually a great and unique answer. I haven't heard anyone answer the question that I asked like that. So I
Yeah,
definitely dig like your perspective. And I hope to see more grants and more money being put towards
that
like
would be
independent music and independent artists because it takes a lot to do it.
if
It
they
does.
cared for independent artists, it would be such a beautiful world. More
It
people could
would
get their
be.
work out. More people probably would have never did self harm, so
Yeah.
drug abuse, whatever.
Yeah.
But you do everything to give this art to the world, and
Yeah.
so underappreciated and super undervalued. And I feel like if they pay more, because in Africa, their government pay for our entertainment. Their government
Hmm.
gives their hotel funding for the entertainment or however they do that. They care
Wow, like
about
a
that.
great per diem.
They
Wow.
care about that. And that's it. We should too. We should really care about that because that makes the world go round. Music is huge.
Yes, I
Yeah,
definitely agree. I think that yeah, there has to be more people advocating for that and it being a really good and it really being a good community. So I wanted to say I wanted to for you to talk about where people can find your music and your merchandise and stuff again, just in case they just joined or they didn't hear it or anything like that.
yes, so it is my music is on all streaming platforms. Of course, Spotify and Apple Music and iTunes and YouTube and all of those things. And once you punch in my name, more songs will pop up. So I'm telling you, take a listen. You might have your favorite, you might pick another favorite if you thought you had one. So it's that my website will be live within 2 to 3 days, rosiebonds.com, ROSIEBONDS, and that's gonna have, links to my music and my Instagram app right now. It's a link to all my music and YouTubes and stuff. So you can click the link and it's gonna throw everything down the ladder for you.
Great. So I wanted to say thank you for taking out the time for doing the interview with Indie Spotlight Philly, and thank all the guests for coming.
Yes,
And if you go to the Indie Spotlight Philly on YouTube, you can see all of the interviews that I've took, everyone's interview. So it's stored there. So that's all.
nice. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. I
Thank you
appreciate
so much.
you.
You
Yes.
too, and have a great and good evening. Good night.
Yes, you too. Good night.
Thank you. Good night.